Hello ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's stream, Kingdom Come Deliverance again with all that Glisters quest. Involving the Red Knight, that guy down there with a shield on his back. So we need to find out who he is and what he's up to, but as usual at the start of the stream, trying to remember what happened last night. Let's just check. Our nourishment is down, our energy is down. Let's hope we don't have to do something that goes late into the night. It's 8 o'clock at night in game now. So let's go down there and find out what he's all about.
I'm happy to see you again, sir.
Likewise. No doubt you have many questions.
I certainly do.
We will talk. Not here, however. The wolves have ears. Let's meet at the pond after sunset. You'll find me waiting by the big willow tree.
I'm hungry. I'd like a bite to eat.
Right. He doesn't sound like the sort of guy that you argue with.
I'll be there.
I will expect you.
Excuse me. Right, so gives us a bit of time to get a wash. Wonder if that's his horse. Certainly looks like a knight's type of horse, doesn't it? Right, now then, is he wandering? Where's he headed? Is he headed to his horse? Like he is. Yeah, so best we get on Bam Bam. Said to lie in wait for him. The quest starter. Pond, I believe, is over here. Map. I think it's over by that big willow tree that we need to be. Just get there before him. Just in case we fail the quest by not being there when he arrives. Park Bam Bam here. We back up onto that tree and act all nonchalant. Sit on it, maybe? Now, he did say after sunset, and it's a little bit early for sunset. Actually, it's just coming on to sunset. So, maybe he'll be here. Where is he? See him. Doing a sneak. Here he comes. You want to stand there, do you? Okay.
So here I am. What do you have to tell me?
I brought you here because I did not want to cause an alarm at the tavern. I'm very sorry, but you made a mistake coming here alone. And it will be your last.
Wait.
You wish to make your peace with God? Very well. But be quick.
I have to use that one or the combat one.
I just want to know why you ambushed that wagon.
You make no sense. Did your accomplices not tell you when they sent you after me?
Accomplices? What are you talking about? I'm here on behalf of Sir Rattay Tourney.
Rattay Tourney? I do not understand.
I was looking for the counterfeit coins, and I still am. I'd heard those men were transporting them in that wagon.
When I saw you with the charcoal burners, I assumed it was they who sent you.
No, definitely not.
Then we have a common aim. I have also been pursuing the counterfeiters for some time. My name is Ulrich. It is true our meeting has not begun well. But if it is the truth that you are sent by Kobila, then we can assist each other.
What do you mean?
I found out many things, but there are still questions I cannot answer. And the last man who knew anything is now dead.
What man was that?
Mainhard, the merchant from Passau. Listen, I will explain everything to you, but first, I need you to do something for me.
Oh, really?
You will introduce me to a certain person, and I will tell you everything I've learned.
Who do you mean?
Master Tobias Pfeiffer. If you truly serve Sir Rattay, then you must know him.
I think I know who you mean. What do you want him for?
I have here a written confession which tells how those forgeries are made, but I do not understand such technical matters. Master Pfeiffer, however...
We'll definitely be able to make sense of it. And you'll give it to me, just like that?
It seems I have little choice. This is the last lead I have. In the meantime, I will return to Sassau and see what I might learn there.
Shouldn't you go with me to see Pfeiffer?
No. I must remain in Sassau. I have some loose ends that must be tied.
What's your name, anyway?
I told you. I am Ulrich.
Just Ulrich?
It is enough.
Because you look like a knight. They seldom have just one name.
It is true. I have a horse, armor, a sword, and a shield. But there are many ways to acquire such things these days. As I am sure you know.
So you're not a knight?
I'm a trustworthy soldier in the service of a nobleman. That is all you need to know.
I'd like to know more, but I have a feeling you won't tell me.
Your feeling is correct.
Won't tell me who he's working for. You can ask him.
Who are you working for?
I understand why you wish to know, but this does not mean I am at liberty to tell you.
That sounds a bit fishy.
It is simply that my master does not wish to be revealed. And if we are to help one another, that is how it must remain.
Tell me what you know about the false coins.
Do you know Passau?
No, what is it?
A city in Bavaria. Passau is a city of trade. All the currencies in Christendom change hands there.
I see. And that would include Prague groschen?
Some months ago, counterfeit groschen were discovered to be circulating there. They are made from copper plated with silver. The Passau alderman began to investigate and learned that a family of money changers was involved. They were bringing the forged coins in from Bohemia and sending back real ones. My liege lord is allied to the Passau alderman, so they requested that he deal with the matter.
And so he sent you?
Yes. He needed a man that he could trust absolutely.
And what about that wagon? What happened there exactly?
I followed Menhard from Passau. I had reason to suspect a connection with Sassau.
So they were transporting false groschen on that wagon?
Yes. On their way here, they brought real coin. Groschen, forints, francs and the like. But now, the sacks were full of counterfeits.
What do you mean about the connection with Sassau?
The matter was investigated in Passau, and the executioner extracted information from those who were arrested. They told him that the coins were made in a monastery.
What, in the monastery itself?
I cannot say. I know only what the Passau scribe wrote down in his reports of the interrogations.
Why did you let them get here before attacking?
I wanted to discover where they hand over their coins, which I failed to do. Besides, Meinhard had an armed escort, and they kept 2 busy roads and lodged at inns throughout their journey, until he came to this god-forsaken track. I cannot guess why he came here, but it was the perfect opportunity to strike.
What happened on that track?
I ambushed them. I took down 2, but that bastard Manhard cut the horses loose and rode away.
What next?
While I was chasing Manhard, those charcoal burners came and stole what they could. Before I could catch him, his horse threw him and he broke his neck.
So we won't get anything out of him?
Unfortunately not.
What happened to Menhart?
He is dead, of course.
I know, but what did you do with his body?
I buried it. He was a bastard. But I am not one to leave Christian remains rotting in the woods.
I see. And where's his grave?
He ran from the wagon uphill along the path to the north. Along the way there is an old ruined cabin. I buried him behind it. And don't think I don't know why you ask. Robbing graves is shameful.
That's not it at all.
If you say so.
Very well. I'll go and see Master Fayfar.
Godspeed. I will wait in Sassau at the Wagoner's Inn.
Right, well, there was quite a few quest notifications kicked up there, so we're gonna have to just take a minute and have a look at what we've got on our plate here. Give Ulrich's documents to Thomas Fayfar. And was thing about quest started Menhart's grave. I have a feeling we've got to go and find that grave. Good evening, Dregs. Thank you for the host. Right, now. I have to go to Rattay. And there's a tournament in Rattay tomorrow as well, so we've got to do that as well. Got to give Ulrich's documents to Tobias Fayfar. It's going, mate. It's going. Also got to go back to Mehoyed, and we need to take this road. Now, he said the road north, which implies the one that goes through charcoal burners camp along towards Pribyslavitz. That's the one north from the ambush site. The ambush site was there. Okay, so I think we need to ride through to Rattay tonight. Need to be in position ready for the tournament tomorrow. And then see Thomas Fairfar. What we need to do first, check if we've got an Aqua Vitalis. Blood on us. We may have more in the chest. We'll check when we get to Ryzen. So, first things first, let's save a bit of time by manually riding across to the bridge, getting onto the road for Rattay. Quicker if we do it this way. Because we're not actually cutting into the town. Right. In fact, you know what? I might just ride the whole journey manually. Maybe quicker. In terms of the time in game. Won't be quicker on screen, but in terms of the day-night progression within the game, it'll be quicker. You just got to be wary of ambushes in the dark. And whoa, speaking of ambushes,
I'll slay you.
No, you won't. Because I'm out of here. That's what I meant about ambushes. I didn't even see that tree across the road. There's likely to be another one at the top of this hill. Get that Forester perk symbol off screen so I can see. Thank you. And of course, the dark and the rain don't help.
Hey, you bastard! What you doing creeping around? You'll get one for.
No, I won't, mate. You haven't got a cat in hell's chance of catching me. So we're coming into Ledechko now, and it's still not full dark, as you can see. This is what I was meaning about if you manually ride the route in game, it takes less time than using auto travel. Even whoa, shit! Get out of the way, people. One horse. Just keep your footing. Take the middle road. No, not the farm. Stay on. Not the farm. Stay on the road. Q horse. Starting to get the full night now. Moon's up. Rattay Castle, the hill ahead of us. See the city walls as well. And we're not stopping off at the mill tonight, we're just going to go straight up to the city. Oops, actually we're thinking about it. We want to use the bathhouse in the morning. It'll be quicker to leave from the mill. And we will need to use the bathhouse in the morning before we go to the tourney. Horse, behave. Turn horse round to face the right way. Archer. Hello, Teresa.
So what are we to do with you, Henry?
Teresa, I brought you something.
My, how chivalrous. That's lovely. Thank you so much.
He's actually talking to us again. And we're able to give her gifts again. It's interesting. Wonder if the soothsayer is going to turn out to be correct. I thought Teresa was finished with us. Right. We do need to eat. I'm going to sleep before the tourney. So have a good munch from there. Get across to the bed. Wine on. We got the fine wine. Damn it, we don't have cheap wine. Well, I suppose we could have this one. Good to quickly check, have we got a set of potions? Haven't. So we use these potions in the morning. So we've got a spare set on the horse. Oh, we've got 3 aqua vitalis there. Got 1 buck's blood. Three. One of them across into it. Buck's blood. Okay. Mine's in. Well. Those, so we'll have to take one of those out of the chest. 16 in there. Not a worry. And we need to get some sleep. We need to be up with Cracker Sparrow farts, but that means we won't be able to get a bath. Now that's what I was meaning about saving in-game time, look. It was after 9 o'clock when we left Sasau. We're in here, fed, watered, and in bed 11 o'clock. So that only took 2 hours in-game by riding manually. And I do know that it takes between 3 and 4 hours if you use auto travel. So we halved the travel time by riding manually, even though it took an extra minute or two on screen to do it, traversing the countryside. So it's worth remembering that. Now, if we sleep through till 6 o'clock, gives us 100% energy and health. And we've had breakfast, the bathhouse should be open, and we should be able to get clothes laundered and get a bath and get up to the tourney in time to join in. After that we'll have to see Thomas Fayfar, who should be in Perkstein Castle, Lower Castle in Rattay. Nourishment's down to 97, that's fine. We ate from that pot last night, we can't eat from today. Or until tonight, I should say. Right, Bam Bam, let's go and have a bath and get washed. Hopefully Madam at the bathhouse is awake, otherwise we're going to have to hang around waiting for her. Looks like she's not. Other girls are up and about. Tim's not here. But we'll wait here for her. She should be out pretty much in. Check what the time is. 6:30. So let's just check our skills actually about it. The strength perk. You've hit level 20 on strength. Excellent. Or mule. Difference. You can deplete an opponent's health and stamina by bumping into him at a sprint. Effect is increased if your armour is heavier than his. Or mule lets us carry an extra 25 pounds, which would be useful when wearing plate. Also allow us to remain more agile for wearing. However, for combat overall, being a bore and depleting opponent's health and stamina by bumping into him at But how often do you charge into somebody at sprint? I'm going to give it a try. I haven't tried that one before. Didn't use it in my other playthrough. Give it a go, especially as we've got the tournament. Try and use it. And we've got a drinking perk. Still only at level 9. One that I really want is level 10. Get it? Leave that one floating for now. Or reading. bump a level, sorry, a little bit more ambushing, and we'll bump a level on stealth. Prism's creeping up as well. Madam is still not up and about. Be up and about at 7 o'clock and not 8 o'clock. On time, 6:45. I don't want to eat anything because we're going to need the stomach capacity for the potions we're going to drink before the tourney. Have a look. No, we might get away with just dunking ourselves in the bucket again. No, I think I'll just stick with that. Can always have a bath after we've done the tourney, or we see Thomas Fay far. Off the middle of the road, please. Thank you. There's Sir Hans. You been down the bathhouse again, Sir Hans? No sign of the Herald yet. Oh, he's just come out. Excellent. Get potions into us as quickly as possible. Oh.
Entering the arena now will be Olbram, known as Sparrowhawk, archery master of Kalin. And he will face Yera of Benishov, Cold Kipper, a mercenary by profession. Welcome, our warriors!
Hurry up, my potions are running out.
I'd like to enroll in the big tournament.
All right. As long as you've got the enrollment stake. Sir Hanish's rule is every contestant has to put up 60 groschen.
Of course. Here you are.
What's your name?
I'm Henry, from Scallis.
I'll make a note of that. And I need to know what weapon you choose.
We're going to go for longsword.
Longsword. I reckon it's what I'm best at.
Strength-based weapon.
Get yourself ready. You're next in line. Meeting face to face in this round will be Yera of Benishov, Cold Kipper, a mercenary by profession. And his adversary will be Henry of Skalitz, from the company of Sir Rattay Tourney. Let us wish the combatants luck. Sir Hanish, God bless him, has chosen the weapons for the third duel. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Hit him, Henry, for God's sake. Just hit him.
Change weapons for the second bout. Our warriors will fight with hunting swords.
Oh, crap, agility-based weapon. Whoa, back off. Bloody hunting sword bouts always take forever, because the swords themselves have such little damage value. Where'd he go? Henry, he's hurting you. Come on, Henry, hit him harder. Stop hitting his shield, hit him. Hooray, me!
in this round and emerge victorious, they shall proceed to the next round of the Rattay Tourney. Entering the arena now will be Olbram, known as Sparrowhawk, archery master of Kalin.
Oh no, he's beat me before.
Against Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Rattay Kubla. Let us wish the combatants luck. The combatants have entered the arena and the first duel may commence. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Come on, Henry, a few more hits like that. Come on. Back up, Henry, back up. Hit him, Henry. That was a tough one.
The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner. Our combatants will demonstrate their skills with short sword and shield.
Head cracker. Come on, Henry, hit him. Where'd he go? Henry? Christ's sake, come on, lad. Oh.
As is customary, the weapons for the third bout have been chosen by our gracious Sir Hanush. Prepare to watch a fierce fight with axes and shields.
Crap, I've got low skill on this. Come on, Henry, that was a bad move. Ah, shit.
As victor in this round, he shall proceed to the next.
Well, we didn't do as good this week as we did last week. Right, okay, but we got out of the tourney early. What effect did that have on our skills? Oh, we got a purple. Oh, that's right. X advanced us a little bit. Same with sword. Okay. Stats, agility. We got a boost. We're up level 15. Okay. Right. Down to the bathhouse and then go see Thomas Fayfar. It's actually bad form to leave the tourney early, but we got. Well, I'll get out of the way, guys. We got this mission to do. I want to get back to Sasau as quickly as I can. Actually, what we could do is just go see Thomas and then head back to Sasau and use the bathhouse there. Plenty of time for it. Right, horse. We're as clean as we can get. Thomas usually has... Come on, hurry up, move yourself. Thomas is usually upstairs, I think, but you just check in here. I think he's sometimes... Oh, that's lockpick. Right, he must be upstairs. Gangway. Remember rightly, Thomas is usually in this room. He's not today. Crap. So where's he hiding out? Oh. He's not in here either. Means he must be at the upper castle today. Bollocks, we've just come from there. Check the map. Oh, it says he's here. In the kitchens? No, he's not in there. There. Not in here. Alright, Thomas, where are you hiding? There he is.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Master Fayfar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovner, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. Turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ulrich, you say? Could be anyone. Can you describe him?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
I asked him who his liege was, but he refused to tell me.
We live in such strange times. In days past, knights would vie with each other to see who could extol their liege's name the loudest. And today, they take assumed names, hide their emblems, and sneak around the land like thieves.
I got the impression he was hiding his identity because his master's at odds with Sir Radzig.
That may well be. As a staunch supporter of the king, Sir Radzig has many enemies.
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins. Then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master is allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau, interrogation held this day, put to pen by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. Ah, but this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Kaplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzig and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square. Goodbye.
Find out how it works with copper. Right, so everything's converging on Sasso now. Got to get back there. I definitely want a bath before I do. Or in fact, I'll get a bath once I get there. That way, I pick up on the road, be washed off. No point having a bath and then getting dirty on the ride there, is there? But remember, this is part of the main story. So, just while I remember, just check how our reputations do. So in Rattay we're up to 90 now. Still low in the Rattay countryside. Got to find a way to get that up. Upped a little bit with the Rattay Tourney, although we're holding with the Rattay Tourney. Citizens at 100, refugees at 100, soldiers at 100. Yay! Finally got the soldiers up. So we're going to have to sort out the traders and the... Sorting out the traders will mean selling some of our goods at below the price they offer. Not an issue. SATA, we're at 99. This, wow. This is good overall. Pallets, of course, we're at 100. Amapesh, we're at 100. Strange, I thought we would have been higher in Mehoyed because of the plague thing, but we've got to go back to Mehoyed anyway. Now actually, that's a point. We want to go straight to Mehoyed. So I'm going to get a bath and wash our clothes now and then head straight to Mehoyed. And then we'll go and have a look for the grave of that guy that Ulrich killed. Get the bath out of the way now. Shadows on bathhouse are getting a bit long, so it might be mid-afternoon, late afternoon. Quick time check. Christ, 5 o'clock in the afternoon already. So let's... Quick bath and laundry, please, madam.
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
And what is it you'd like?
Get myself fixed up a bit. Have a bath and get my clothes washed.
That can be arranged, but you'll pay in advance.
I want my wounds fixed as well.
That's too much. It's not worth it to me.
As you wish.
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
And what is it you'd like?
Heal my wounds.
A bit of everything. Heal my wounds, have a proper bath. Oh, and my garments are in need of laundering.
But of course. Money first, though.
Yeah, okay.
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. God be with you.
Hour for that, but... Should... Problem is, from Mehoyed, there's no lodgings. Damn it. Right. Okay. We is going to have to ride like the wind, because we're going to have to stay in Sasau tonight and get out first thing in the morning to get up to Mehoyed. And then on to Rovna.
Yeah.
So I hope you're feeling energetic.
Yeah.
Full gallop today, horse. Daylight. Let's make use of it. I think this is the right way. I'm not 100% sure. Don't. Hang on. Whoa. Yes, it is the right way. Go down to a canter coming through town. Still got a load of quests to do here at Ledechko.
Yeah.
While we're in open countryside. See the sun starting to set behind the hill there. Go down to a canter going up the hill. Round. Don't have time for bandits. Oh, horse, you did it again. Didn't stay with the main road. Come on. Going right across the ford. The one. Well done. Watch out for these bandits up here. See if they've still got a tree across the road. Looks like they've been cleaned out. Well done, the Sasso guard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Long way, horse. Across the bridge. Thank you. And oh, we've got a little bit of daylight. Let's pay a visit to this forge. Ask them if horse behave. Ask them if they work with copper. Whoa, 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 horse? What was that about? And they're not here. In there. Right. Right, we've probably just got time to make a quick use of the Alchemist's Bench. It was one of our potions that we'd run out of. Recheck. Got one Aqua Vitalis, one Buck's Blood. Also got two Aqua Vitalis, no Buck's Blood. Right, so Buck's Blood that we need to make. There's the recipe for it. There it is. Pots with oil. One each of John's dandelion. Okay. It's saying we can't prepare it. Why? What are we short of? Got no dandelion. That's what we're short. Horse got any? Horse has only got 4. Now we can. Starts with oil, I said. Oleum. Oh. Grind the St. John wort, then drop it comfrey in the cauldron and boil for 1 turn. Work and comfrey. What? Leave to cool, add the dandelions, but do not boil. Cool. Level in alchemy. That excellent. Pick some dandelion. Well, some of those to the horse. Horse. 4. There's an awful lot of monks wandering around this courtyard, considering they're supposed to be locked indoors. We need dandelions for us and for the horse. Both of us are low on them. Dandelions. Seeing any here. Poppies, chamomile. Poppies and chamomile. Thought there'd be dandelions here somewhere. Any there either. Right there, must be for that. Dandelions. Dandelions. Over this. Get all mucky again. Replace that St. John's wort that we used. Purple there, is that comfrey? No, that's thistle. Still no dandelions. Yeah, moo moo. We are desperate for dandelions. Only got 3 left in total. Really odd. Normally there's dandelions everywhere. Any in the gardens. Around the gate. One in there. Mind you, Brother Nicodemus is a bit of a demon for weeding out dandelions. Someone here. Short grass, dandelions like short grass. Eyebright, but no dandelions. Hang on, is that some? Oh, this is strange. Hello, chickens. Hello, piggy. Oh. Be a load more here, because where you get 1 dandelion, you get 100. Real life, anyway. Still don't see them. Who would ever have thought that you couldn't find dandelions in a European field? Very weird. This way, horse. Come on. Any there either. It's really not what I wanted to be doing after sunset in the tavern courtyard. Flash of yellow. Oh, dandelions. Not so many.
Here you are.
many did we get? Wow. A lot more than I thought. We managed to get 70. God. A piece of bits of chop. Right, time.
Here,
10.
just as you ordered.
Oh, hunger 94. 94. Fine on that.
God be with the good neighbors.
Here,
Cheers.
enjoy it.
I'm hungry. I'd like a bite to eat.
Announcement inventory. Wench.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Come here. Want a drink?
Oh, a meal to go with the ale, please.
Well, if you're not going to give me a drink, I'll drink my own in my room. Yeah. Oh, see? Lost a sale. Paying enough attention to your customers. Why is the door of my room open? Russian are still there. Most of the stuff I can remember is still there. To be honest with you. Right, so time drink. It's on nourishment 104. It's fine. Crack a sparrow fart. Off up to Mahoyed. Check how that's all panning out. Got a feeling we're not going to get full reputation in Mahoyed because we didn't discover source of poisoning, which I am convinced in the well, because there was a rope hanging draped out of the well that had nothing to do with the well bucket. I think somebody's dangled something into the well. Go and do that, and we'll do counterfeiter's grave thing, and then we'll come back and we'll start all the activity in this in Sasau.
Yeah.
Come on, gallop. Thank you. I'm going to practice some stealth attacks on these solo travelers again as well. Leave the bushes alone, horse. Not done anything to you. I'm going through town. Oi! Use your ears. Don't shout at me for no torch, because all the locals are wandering around without them. Better route. Get off the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, that's the rope that I was on about. One that ends up on the ground. Bucket rope goes round that spindle. This rope not attached to anything. Hanging down into the well, and I'm sure that's what the cause of it is, but I can't get a hold of it to pull it up and pick it up. Won't give me a prompt. So, right, let's find Father. Now, where was he? He was in this side. Father Nicodemus was in here. What's this one doing? Still being sleepy, is she? Right. That's straw. Right, so his wife used to be on there. So, looks like things are better. Go and see Malakar. Come on, Malakar, wake up. There he is.
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
How's it looking, Malakar?
I'm glad to see you, Henry. I'd like to thank you again. Everyone is cured. It's nothing short of a miracle.
Oh, that's a relief. You've suffered enough. We've all suffered enough.
God's truth. You know, the folk here are truly grateful. They'd have you and Nicodemus canonized if they could. They brought me gifts for the two of you. I wasn't keen on the idea at first. We're not left with much since the livestock died. But since you're here...
No. I can't possibly accept that. Give it all back, Malakar. With my thanks.
That's kind of you. I'm glad you appreciate our situation. Things are tough, all right.
I understand. I'm just glad everything turned out well.
So am I, lad. So am I.
Now go check that bloody well and that rope that's hanging in it. Told you about it before. Right. That's that cleared. Now we've got to go and do this, find this grave. And check the roads, because I'm not too sure of them up here. Right, so U-turn, go back out the village, up the side of the stables, and down to Rovna. Still a lot of smoke coming out. They're cleared by now. New has happened. Out. Churches. Whoa, horse, you nearly went into that house. Who are you?
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Father Simon. Did turn up. Well done, mate. More guts than the priest that should have been in there. Right, now once we get here, that road from here is northeast, that road is northwest, and Ulrich said it was a road that ran north from the ambush site. Tell you what we'll do, we'll follow this road through to the edge of Probislavitz and double back, and then we'll follow this road and see if we can find this burnt out cottage that he was talking about. Because on the Talmberg road there's a burnt out cottage there. It can't be that one. Might be, but I don't think it is. Yuri said north from Rovna. Yes. This road. Damn it, I wish I could have that conversation with him again. See what the journal says. If I take the path northwards from the crossroads where the wagon was ambushed, after a while I'll reach the ruins of a cottage. Reinhardt is buried somewhere behind it. Okay. Vengeance quest. What? Actually no quest for it. I got a quest flash came up. Right, let's head this way. See if we find the ruins of a burnt out cottage. That one. Anything behind here that resembles a grave? And we didn't say how far behind it. I don't think it is that one. You would have mentioned the woodcutters camp if it was that one. Hello, mate. Where does this road go? Continue on anyway? Don't believe it does. Sorry, mate. I believe this road continues on anyway. What we need to do is find the Probivlovitz, or whatever it's called, end of that road you saw on the map. This end of it. I don't think there is a path through there, to be honest. So cut back down to here and around. Heading southwest. Thank you, Casadina. You've just confirmed what I was thinking. I appreciate it though, I really do. How are you tonight? Really should move these bodies off the road, shouldn't I? And that looks to me very much like an ambush up there. Go with the ravens. Off with the bow. Humans. Any more of you? Right, let's have your loot. So light, Kaftan, helmet. Take the breeches for the tailor. Off. My arrow's back, thank you. Did he? What weapon was he using? His weapon. There it is. Decorated saber. Oh, we'll have that. Where did we put those other guys down? Like one of them got up and ran away. Have his carrot. Helmet. Boots. Where's your weapon, mate? Oh, there it is. The battle axe. Get out of the way. Can't pick it up with your that's a Kuman axe. Come on. Have that, thank you. The wooden Kuman sword. Kuman swords are wooden. So, axe. Horse. Horse. So where did that other bastard go? Road. Where did he go? Got up and walked on again. Just looted. The one should be in a straight line somewhere. Back to this one. Looted. So definitely the three got up and walked away. Did hear a human voice. Him. Yeah, come here, horse. Oh well, one of them got away, that's a shame. Kind of enjoy killing Kumans. Burnt outhouse. Nest. Oh, there it is. arrow back as well. Cave mushrooms. No grave. Interesting sight, huh? Cave mushroom. Same. Where is grave? Glad I'm watching your stream. Good for you. Right side of the fence. This fence. Start digging. I think the spade's on the horse, isn't it? Oh, I have got it. Oh, we're standing in the grave. Did not expect that. Whoops. Get out of the grave, Henry. Alright, we'll take all of that. That's good loot, that. Or do we fill the grave back in? That marked it on the map as a grave. Well, we marked the nest on it. Oh well. Thank you for the guidance there, Casadina. Appreciate that. Right, back to Sasso. Just check. Pick up. Under the horse. A necklace. Armour doesn't. Two of them. Nest and one off the body. Don't weigh anything. Silver. Oh, a bunch of groschen as well, wasn't. Out of the way, bunny. Not rabbit hunting season. I think I really should move to unfortunates off the path. And I see arrows on the ground. Oh, we might be able to now. That sticking in Rattay. Want him to be. Got it. Ooh. Some nice fancy clothes. Fancy swords. Not as good as the sword I'm carrying, but good. 100%. Pick the lot.
This is valuable. They must have been in a hurry or they'd never have left it behind. It looks like that wagon was loaded with charcoal.
We know it was. And it wasn't. Proskater, how are you? We're just tidying up some quests. Oh, we can pick up that charcoal. That's good. We're a couple of pieces down. Refills back up our standard stock level. That's a lovely job. That wagon full of charcoal? Like it might have been at some point. Now. That kind of puts a new conundrum on it, because the charcoal burners were hiding the guy that came from this wagon injured. They claim they found the wagon after the ambush. Yeah, Henry assesses the wagon as having been... Get in there? Good if we tried. Can't tell by the lighting whether that is charcoal on the bed of the wagon or not. Does this mean the charcoal burners are the facilitators of the exchanges between the bandits and the counterfeiters? I don't know if we should go and have a talk with them, or if this part of the quest line is closed. Let's check. Ongoing quest. No, all of that's closed now. Hang on, there's things adrift down there in terms of which houses are burning and which houses damaged. Because this one's smoking. One of these two is newly damaged because correctly there was one burnt out house here. Now, Father Simon has turned up. You're willing to talk to me now?
How are you, Henry?
Not. Right. Auto trek back to Sasau. Okay. One eye on this. Pushed. Right now. Should I directly question the myths off? I ask the people around them first, then question the myths when I've got some background information. Another way I do it, I've got that loot to sell. Much of it as I would like, but prefer to have caught that third Kuman. See what we can do. Only is yet. That for the blacksmith in town, the swordsmith. Guy the simple low budget.
How are you, Henry?
Good God. You look terrible. Did someone attack you?
Put the trade out of the way.
See you later.
Oh, he's got 3.3. Case. Sword. that with him.
Let's have a word about the price.
All right, sir.
Need to get in the good books of the traders around Sasau. I'm going to offer him a discount on it.
Here, with a little something on top for a good measure.
Thanks 1,000 times.
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmiths?
Well, there's Mikesh. He's honest enough, and a fair hand at everyday things. And then there's Master Otter. He used to have talent, but now he's too old, and too proud to admit it.
I'll ask him directly if he works with copper just yet.
See you later.
The background information. Possible.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
Goodbye.
Now then. Cockpit. I want to speak there about here. A good start. Come here. No, can't talk to you. Okay. Need to pick that lock. We can. Aha. Butcher.
What do you need?
See you later.
He's a butcher. No sign outside. Butcher. Can trade with him. Good. Walk the wall.
Hey, Henry's come to see you.
Shh. Want to do some lock picking. That's an easy and a very hard. No one there. I've already picked at some point. Work in that. That. Whoever put it in here shouldn't have it. Get onto the horse. Get into that one. Difficult. Have to use a pad foot. Too much noise. Henry. Through here. Looking for people to talk to. I'm not actually intending to be robbing and looting. Yeah. About up there. Anybody up there? Oh, but there is another chest there, which is good lock picking practice. come on. Let me use the ladder. Gotta be somebody here. Talk to me. The point, how hungry are we? Punishment 77. Eat a weep. This making wine. What did I just get a prompt on? Oh, sit. Sit again over there. Damn it. I was hoping it was something more exciting than that. There's nobody here to talk to. What about the miller? Go around and speak to the miller. There he is. Run, Henry, run. Don't let him get away. Speak to him.
God be with you, Henry.
No, we can't. He's having fun there, isn't he? What about this guy? No, can't speak to him. Oh, this is a bummer. Background information before I spoke to this guy about copper. What about him? Can't talk to him. Can't talk to him. Damn. Nobody wants to talk to me anymore. Alright. May still have time to do the rounds. Okay. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, yeah. Still got time to do the rounds of the other blacksmiths. The horse. Your show jumping your hat on. Ready? Here we go. Jump! Nearly got it. What have we got for selling to this guy? Sword. very much.
Welcome, Henry.
Hello. Not going to talk to me. Okay. You're not going to talk. You're not going to talk.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
You'll talk.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
Start with trade. Tell it not. Got 2. Armour. Hold the neck. 602.
Can we do something about the price?
Well, we can try it.
Discount?
Here, with a little something on top for a good measure.
Thanks 1,000 times.
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmiths?
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. This is only a small town. There's Zach, who has a forge in the craftsman's yard and mostly works on the construction of the church. And then, apart from me, there's Master Armourer Otto of Ramstein.
Tell me more about Zach.
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft, no question. But he seems to think his son, Vitus, will be a master armourer in Prague one day.
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect he thought much the same about me. That's how fathers are, isn't it?
Of course, any man should be proud of his boy. But Zach makes pride a sin. That's why he's at loggerheads with Master Otto.
Can you tell me something about Master Otto?
Well now, there's a master to look up to. He's worked for the lords of Kunstadt and for the richest townsfolk of Prague.
If you don't mind my asking, what brings him here?
The same as draws all reasonable people. He's enjoying the peace and quiet. Or rather, he used to enjoy some peace. That dispute with Zach must have put a few more wrinkles on his brow.
What are Zach and Master Otto arguing about?
Zach had his boy Vitus trained as an armourer in Kuttenberg, and he wanted to buy out Otto's place for him. Except that Otto's a proud man. How would it have looked? A master armourer giving way to a young whippersnapper who's barely let go of his mother's skirts? And they've been arguing ever since. Well, Zach mostly. He badmouths Otto every chance he gets. He claims that he's only fit for mending pots and that his son will see him off.
That will be all. Thank you.
See you later.
Really want to get more information about all the blacksmiths. They haven't got a dunking bucket, have they? Right.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
You. Hang away, chickens. And on a horse coming. Right. So we want to sell all the weapons. Right. Those. Sorry if I'm not as lively tonight as I normally am. I'm feeling a bit tired and be a shortish stream tonight.
I'm glad to see you.
Trade. You've got no in for me. That's good. Magdeburg sword. That's my sword. Yes, Magdeburg, my sword. Why, anyway. Okay. Don't need to give
Can we
this.
do something about the price?
Alright, so.
Don't actually need to give this boy a discount. Did that quest for him. But I'm going to. Because...
Here, with a little something on top for a good measure.
Well now, thank you very much.
I want to get my reputation up in Sasau. High as I can get it. Look down and have a quick bath and laundry before we go into the main merge. Because we are looking pretty grubby.
I'm interested in your services.
Uh-huh. And what do you want?
Get myself fixed up a bit. Have a bath and get my clothes washed.
But of course. Money first, though.
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. Goodbye.
Right, and there's something we haven't done. I'm going to try.
God
Oh,
be with you.
not what I want. Wanted.
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
So what are you interested in?
Can have a shave. Yeah, that's not Henry.
Oh, no deal.
Troubadour. That one. Not Henry.
No deal.
Bohemian Duke. Nah. Absolutely not.
No deal.
Woodsman Pride. Well, it could sort of suit him.
No deal.
Don't think the nobles would be impressed with that. Casual elegance. Don't see any difference there, really. Same as he's got, isn't it? Actually, that casual elegance is slightly more on the chin than what? No, it's not. It's exactly the same.
No deal.
Alright, in that case, we'll just leave it as it is. Okay.
Good luck, then.
Sorry about that, missus. Sorry to waste your time. Like, I was actually wanting a clean shave, but... Nah. Right. Master Otter. Need to get a shufty on, because it must be near closing time for him.
God save, Henry.
Come on, missus, get out the way. My horse wants through. Of him. All those nights.
What do you need?
Do the trade first. Up to 25k. That's good. Right.
Let's have a word about the price.
Well, we can try it.
Here, with a little something on top for a good measure.
Thanks 1,000 times.
Now, tell me about the Sasau blacksmith.
What can you tell me about the blacksmiths here in Sasau?
Depends which ones you mean. In the town, there's Mikesh. He's a decent man and an honest craftsman. And in the yard by the monastery, there's Zach. But there's not many good words I can say about him.
Tell me something about Mikesh.
Like I said, he's an honest craftsman, which isn't something you can say about every blacksmith in town.
What about the monastery blacksmith, Zach?
Well, him and me don't exactly see eye to eye. He wanted to buy my business, but I turned him down. Ever since then, he hasn't had a good word to say about me.
Come on.
That'll be all. Thank you.
Not asking about the copper yet.
How are you, Henry? Take care.
Because I want other people's opinions, the information other people can give me before I confront the blacksmiths about it. There's got to be somebody who can give me information. Right, we've got those Kuman boots to go to the cobbler. We very rarely visit him, he's in an awkward spot. Word with the bailiff. Bailiff just wandering off there. It is.
I'm glad to see you.
Of course you are.
Is there anything interesting going on here?
There is! And when I get my hands on that bastard, his neck will be on the executioner's block.
Right, so basically there's nothing happening. No quests for me and no information. Scribe. Oh, door's locked. I think Tobias is not. Master Tobias, whatever his name is, Thomas, has not arrived yet. I'll see the cobbler. There she is. Speak to me. Ah, what did I do? Big basket. Ooh, I thought I'd just done a move at everything that I've got. Basket. E to add the basket. Don't work. Well. Basket. Offer 90 for that lot. You as well, Snot. Okay, let's haggle.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it.
This here and a little top up.
My word. Thank you kindly.
Right, tailors. And left on the horse. Straight in there and decide what we're selling. Fancy keeping that blue combat tube. Really need it. It again. Green nobleman's hose. Now I don't have any nobleman's hose in green, I don't believe. Do have green cotardi. Might keep those green hose. Do a check basket on that. They give me 612. Our reputation is 80. So haggle.
Let's have a word about the price.
All right, so.
Here, and something for your trouble.
My word. Thank you kindly.
Right, now. We've never traded with any of the stall holders on the market. There's the 6 o'clock bell. Can't remember what these guys are selling.
God be with you.
He's selling sausages, selling vegetables. So we've never traded with those or the charlatan. There's that horse standing there on its own. Yes, that's Master Tobias's. I've never traded with this trader either, so I need to find something to sell to them. And I traded with the butcher down there, so we may have to go out and do some poaching.
Yeah.
Get some meat. Trade with a few of those. Also a bandit camp or two that we need to clear out. Early evening, that was the 6 o'clock bell or 5 o'clock bell, whichever it is. Just check. 6 o'clock. So, should be starting to get a conglomeration of people turning up here. Hopefully some of them will talk to me.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
God's blessings. What can I do for you?
One beer for me.
Take care.
There. Satisfied? I'll bring it right away. Coming.
God be with you.
No.
Good luck, man.
Helmsman.
Here the women, God bless them.
Here you are.
Helmsman.
Good health.
Ulrich. Optional to talk to him. Helmsman. Fresco Master. Aha.
God grant you help. How may I help you?
My friend, you're a trader. Help me out here. I'm after some quicksilver.
Well, I've been there several times myself and come back empty-handed. They fobbed me off 3 times over.
Who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
Monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
Why not? Show me what you have to offer.
Goodbye.
He's got a treasure map. The book. Let's... What are we sitting on? 8.6k. Let's take both of them. We don't need his wines. Oh, damn cheap. Let's take his, take these and haggle with him.
Let's have a word about the price.
Well, we can try it.
As you wish.
Don't want to give him too, actually. Probably, let's just pay over the odds a little bit. Get some goodwill with him.
Here you are, with a little top up.
Thanks 1,000 times.
Keep him in good books, because he might be a useful source of information. Wench, get out of the way. Right, so that gives us coming up to 7 PM.
God be with you, Henry.
I don't think the faces down there have changed. Hello, mate. Have to do some poaching, get some money, or get some goodwill with the meat traders and the tavern keepers. Too early for bed, but I severely doubt we're going to be able to speak to the overseer tonight. Too late to speak to him. The overseer's assistant would want to speak to anyway. See him here. I can't remember if he's a monk or a civilian. There. So what I think I'm going to do there is create a save point, because my eyes are falling asleep. Put a 1 hour sleep on it. I want to do some nighttime prowling around the forges, around the blacksmiths, see if any of them are working at night. Prove to drinking by sleeping. Oh, interesting. Right, so I'm going to, as I say, I'm going to end the stream there. Just finish the stream where we started, leaning on this rail, overlooking the tavern yard, the river, and right, that's going to be it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen.